The Trouble with Mrs Montgomery Hurst is a wonderful comedy of manners done in the style of Jane Austen by BookTube's very own Katie Lumsden. I'm Jack, this is Spread Bookjoy, and I was given an advanced reader copy from NetGalley of this book in exchange for my review. And so this is my review, all opinions of my own. I absolutely loved Katie's debut novel last year, The Secrets of Hartwood Hall. That was a love letter to Victorian sensation novel, Gothic literature and the Brontes and things like that. So if you've not read The Secrets of Hartwood Hall and you like the sound of that, go and check out my review and go and check out the book. It's very, very good. Katie has a channel here on BookTube, Books and Things, and she is wonderful. She's a lovely, warm and intelligent and interesting book reviewer. She specialises in classics and Victorian literature particularly, so if you want some thoughtful and intelligent bookish content on Victorian literature, go and check out Katie's channel. The Trouble with Mrs Montgomery Hurst is very much lighter in tone than The Secrets of Hartwood Hall. It centres around this fictional county of Wickenshire, and within this county there are several prominent families. The one that we really focus on is the Ashpoint family, and the Ashpoints have risen to prominence through their wealth, not their social status. Class is a huge issue, which it still is today, this day in this country. But if you were not from aristocracy, if you had made your money through trade, you were not considered to be a gentleman. And so Mr. Ashpoint, he has a prominent social status because he's the wealthiest man in the county. However, he hasn't got the status of lineage, so he hasn't got a family with old blood and old titles. I think his father was a shopkeeper or something, and he is a brewer. So he has 4 children. He's widowed, 2 very young children and 2 of marriageable age, his son Diggory and his daughter Amelia. So he's hoping that Amelia is going to marry the very respectable Mr. Hurst, who comes from one of the county's older families, and that will bring that respectability to them. And I think he also does want his daughter to be happy, because he's not forcing her to get married or anything, but he's hoping it will happen. So we meet the whole Ashpoint family at the start. They're off to a ball, and so very Austen-like, we're treated straight away to meeting the main players in the story in the form of a ball scene. So Amelia is dancing with Mr. Hurst, and she finds out that Mr. Hurst is not going to ask her to marry him. He's actually become engaged to someone else. So there is a lot of scandal because everyone expects them to have become engaged because they've been, dancing together quite a bit. And Amelia, what she has found is that she enjoys Mr. Hurst's company because when she does dance with him or talk with him, he isn't flirting with her, and she doesn't feel any sort of pressure to, flirt back or anything like that. So she's quite happy because Amelia harbours a secret. She wants to be a writer, and she also has a romantic secret of her own, and she has declared that she will never marry. So she's very delighted. Everyone else is scandalised, and of course he's marrying someone who, as it turns out, is a widow with 3 children, and this causes a lot of gossip as people try to figure out why this young man, who could probably marry any of the women from the prominent families in the county, has chosen to marry a widow that no one has heard of. So lots and lots of gossip abounds about that. So we have that storyline going on, and there are other storylines all interweaving, and I think Katie does a really good job of having several different characters and their difficulties with love and marriage, and they're separated by class or money, and other issues that prevent them from being with the person that they love. So this was a wonderful book with several plot lines that just kept making me want to read on and read one more chapter, and Katie injects quite a lot of humour and lightheartedness into it. At heart, there are some serious themes being explored, so it's not entirely a lighthearted romp, and there's a lot of commentary on marriage and gender and social class. We have various characters and families from different social classes, and so we get to see the impact of the strict sort of social norms on these characters. So we follow numerous characters from different backgrounds and genders as they try to navigate the really strict social etiquette around love and marriage. I also think the book explores the plight of poorer members of the community who are exploited for one reason or another, working in factories or working in service, and I think that was really well done. Katie is really good at weaving in that social commentary, and I really particularly appreciated that. Despite the serious themes just mentioned, I think it is a delightful escapist read with a light touch. Everything's done with a very light touch and a lot of humour, and fast-paced and plotty, so it was a really great read. If you're looking for a good summer read, I highly recommend it. If you like Austen, I highly recommend it. If you like The Secrets of Heartwood Hall, I highly recommend it. This was a lovely read. Thank you NetGalley for the advanced reader copy. I think the book is published on Thursday, 18th of July here in the UK. If you would like 5% off as well, I have a referral code in my description box for Books Please, who is an online book retailer. So you can use that below. If you do use that, I will get a percentage at no extra cost to you, which helps me run the channel. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this review as well. If you did enjoy this review, maybe check out some of my others, and hopefully I'll see you again here soon. Bye.